GM, GM, GM. Oh my goodness, I just finished watching the Hypertalk episode 5 and I just want to say, this episode 5 is arguably the biggest W Hypertalk I've ever seen in Etheria history, okay? That's out of the way, but why do I think so? That is the real question here, right? Because you guys wanted my honest opinion after watching it, because I just came back from a wedding, and you can see here, right, as I am letting this play in the background, look at this. This is SS2 Rhyme Tiara. So we had the SS1 where it's all about, space and stuff like that. Now we're gonna have this Rhyme Tiara, which is just frost and winter, just more the winter theme. I like that, okay? And this is the overview of what they talked about in the Hyper Talk. So many things to unpack. There's way too many things to unpack here, but I am going to be talking about the animuses in a separate video. Then I will be talking about the actual adjustments and stuff like that today, some of the overview and stuff like that, and what I really liked about this Hypertalk. Okay, but just remember the animuses, I will be doing a separate one because I already do a separate one for animuses anyway for a first look, and then a deep dive, and then an actual character guide. So you can see my thought process as I go through them and evolve if anything changes, right? So I'm gonna let this keep playing, but first things first, they actually talked about a lot of stuff. And if you guys don't know, the Hypertalk happens quite rarely, and when it does happen, they usually just they just give you a bunch of stuff that is upcoming. But this time they did it a little bit different. They recapped season 1, they recapped what happened and all that stuff. They gave us, a nice little preview here of what set SS2 is going to come with all the animuses that are coming in this season. That's the important thing. 5 new animuses are coming in this season. Very, very nice. And we know what they are. No more in the dark. No more going, what's next, what's next, what's next. They give you, here's the 5 that's coming. You can prepare for it. Okay? So I really like that. And you can see that they managed to do a nice little, competition thing where they are showing this is the season 2 thing. And then at the end here, you get to see a little bit of, Familia, which is the last LD that will be coming in this season, right? I think there's going to be a bit more, but that's what they're showing. And this is the new background that you can fight in. This is your arena skin. And it's majestic. It's majestic. I thought the spaceship was cool. This is cooler. Okay? And you will also get these skins from the RTA shop. Very, very nice. I think this is better than the spacesuit one. I think the spacesuit one was okay, but this one is going to look absolutely amazing. Look at that, right? I like it a lot already. And this is the next part here. Season 2 is coming, and so they're giving us a celebration for it. Imagine every season we're going to be getting one of these celebrations, right? Day 1, you're getting 200 crystals. Day 2, you're getting 2 summons. Day 3, you're getting 1 prism dice. Day 4, you get 2 stamina pots. Day 5, you get a synchron dice. Day 6, you get a Apex prototype. And day 7, you're gonna get a quantum cipher box. And we know that this is an SSR selector. What is in it? We don't know yet. Alright? I can't remember what was in the last quantum cipher box, but this is a good thing. They just say, here, take an LD. No, take an SSR. I don't think there will be an LD because I don't remember it being the case here. But still, getting a free SSR is always good. It's always good, especially it helps the free-to-play players get more characters much easier, okay? And you just have to log in for 7 days, not even hard, right? And then we get the preview for the new animuses, right? This girl is hot, whatever her name is. I can't remember her name. Let me see what her name was. I think it was set up here. 2 new animuses. I can't remember what her name was. Loan is her name. Oh my goodness. She's so mommy. Holy shit. But I'm not going to talk about her later. Alright, so we got her and then we get this guitar rock guy. Whatever his name is. Santique. Or Santique. right? That's his name. And he's this little guitarist guy. Quite cool, and I think he's going to be a 4-star, and the other one is going to be a 5-star, but that's all I know. All right, I don't think he is going to be a 5-star. I doubt it's going to be 2 5-star LD. It's going to be impossible. That's when, you know, they will have some issues. I think this is going to be a 4-star, and the low one is going to be a 5-star. Okay, and then now they show you what is coming. Okay, in the Season 2 RTA. Oh, that's what they call the season, right? SS2 season, which is basically RTA season. We're getting Lowen and Santique over here, plus 3 Awakened SR Animuses, which we will get to very, very shortly. Okay, but this is what we're getting here. And then when we enter into Christmas time, we're getting these 2 units, Paline and Senyu. Okay, I think that these are going to be these are going to be healers, because these are the RGB units, right? So they're very, very nice. And then last but not least, we get Familia, which will be coming on New Year's, right? New Year's 15th of January. Very cool. All right, now we get to see a full preview of what's coming, which is something that is amazing. And this is the next thing that I want to talk about. We are getting an Awakening event. This is an event. This is the event tab, if you guys didn't know. We are getting an Awakening event for Turandot, RC77, and Sanya. Sanya getting a buff, quote unquote, RC77 and Turandot as well. And this is how you can improve your characters through base stats, and you know, their effects are going to improve as well in their skill kit. This is nothing special, guys. Okay, if you played Summoner's War, or even what do you call it, even Epic 7, this is the same thing as the awakenings that you get for your rare units. Like, you know, Clury became Falconer Clury once you went through all of the awakening stuff for her, and that was something that you had to do quest about. And the quest was usually just gathering all these materials, which was really fucking difficult. Right now, they improvised that, made it better, made it an event where you have to just do these nightmare and hell stuff to just collect the materials and then improve them, which is nice. I like that. This gives you a little bit of flexibility on how to do it, more content as well, because this is like almost like an AnySync Echoes kind of mode. I like it, right? And then you get to improve their base attack into their speed and all that kind of stuff. And right at the end, once you finish this whole awakening stuff, that unit becomes stronger, okay? And we get to see what RC77's awakening preview looks like. And this is quite insane. You can see he has a new passive now, okay? When an enemy target has debuff purified, their buffs are simultaneously dispelled and their max HP is reduced. If the target has no dispellable buff, additional max HP will be reduced. This is insane, okay? Let me read that again. When an enemy target has a debuff purified, their buffs are simultaneously dispelled and their max HP is reduced. This fucks over Tiamat, and this fucks over Raymary. Okay? Even Lilith to an extent, Selene to an extent, because the shield for Selene, the damage from Lilith, the damage from Raymary, and the damage from Tiamat. This is very, very powerful. If the target has no dispellable buffs, additional max HP will be removed. This reminds me of a unit we had in this light called Tricky, or Loki as the god, right? He had this skill as a passive as well, where if you purify, you basically lose max HP, alright? It's not sealed, it's just lose max HP as damage, and you get petrified. This feels very similar to that, and it's not bad. This is not a horrible thing. Now, this punishes purifiers. If you are playing a CC team and you have RC77, this can be a good thing for you. Alright, so CC players got something good to play with as well. And he's also getting a new debuff spread thing here, and his overall skill enhancement, whatever. Okay? That's all I can really comment on, because there's not much to see. And that is good. I don't know about... I think Sanya also was shown over here. New effect increases the turn meter of allied animus' effect by all-powerful protection. This is cool. This is cool. Okay, I think we can also see that a little bit. Let me see if I can get this to play on like 0.5 speed, and then we're gonna hit it and let it run. There we go. The last one here, we're also getting purify all debuffs from the target. I assume that this is her S2. Okay, if she purifies, she's gonna purify all debuffs. Nice, I like that. Okay, we do need a bit more cleansers, and Sanya was one of the worst cleansers out there already, and now this actually makes her a little bit better into CC comps, right? As another option. This is also another thing I wanted to talk about. They are now letting you recolor your Pokemon, and before we even get there, this is also another thing we're talking about here. We can now change the matrix effect to find the shell that you want much quicker, much easier, because they're going to be giving you these stuff. I think they said it will be in the Grim Pursuit. When you are farming, you're also going to be farming for this material as well. And this is another thing that is huge, okay? This is another thing that's huge. This thing here gives you the opportunity to actually get the specific passives that you want. Fucking fantastic. I am sick and tired of rolling to not get what I want, alright? I'm pretty sure it's still going to be RNG into the percentages of what you get. So let's say you get overclocking, it can still be a low roll overclocking, or it can be a high roll overclocking, whatever. Better than me trying to re-roll my reconfigure chips non-stop and not get what I want, okay? Huge W, okay? And here we go. Look at all of this shit. Look at this. Holy fuck. Sword 7 looking fucking fantastic. Your Pokemons can also be customized now, so you can add your own flavor, your own identity into the game. Same, look at this. Reaper Steps looking fucking sick. For a second there, I could not recognize this was Reaper Steps. Codex of Magic looking like a majestic dragon. My god. Right? Tiger Yin almost looks like he just entered the 9th gate or the 8th gate, right? From Naruto. If you watch Naruto, when you saw Guy enter that gate, he looks like that. Ouroboros also looking sick. Not my favorite, but whatever. Fantastic. Oh, and of course, don't forget, that's the code. Okay, Etheria SS2. Anyway, moving on. Here we go. This is what I want to say. This is what I want to talk about. I want to say, this is what I call doing an event calendar and doing it right. Why? Because it is so clear cut that you know what's coming. Like you can see the featured event, you have the new season celebration that's going to be running from the 12th of December, 4th of December all the way to the 11th of December. And then we have New Year events starting on Christmas all the way to New Year's. And then we have nothing in January because there's nothing in January, right? We even get to see rerun banners, which is happening. Messiah is coming back. Full Q is also coming back with Familia. Alright, so if those who don't have Full Q can get Full Q here, and Familia, because Familia is an LD, it's not clashing with Full Q, right? Same with Messiah. Messiah is an LD. Peline and Senyu will be RGB. What color they are, I don't know. I'm not going to take a guess. And look at that. Lowen and Santique are right there. You can see that Lowen is a LD SSR and Lowen is a red unit. It's a red unit, and I assume this is going to be an SR unit because if you guys remember, when we got Ray Mary, we also got Sylph, and Sylph was blue. Okay? Not bad. Then we have the special events. Look at all of this. Your special events, your theme events, your limited time challenges, your Ethernet rally, your Ember track, everything is given out to you, and you know exactly when it's coming, when it's not coming. We even know when the Blessing Galore is coming, guys. We even know when the Blessing Galore is coming. You know what that means? You know what that means? That means everything here is given out to you. You can plan everything for the next 3 months. Or the next 2 months. Sorry, the next 2 months. Holy shit. Next 2 months, you can actually look at everything, plan out your stamina, see what you want to do with them. You will know what's coming, what's not coming, plan ahead. And at that point, I hate to say it. I hate to be the guy to say it, guys. If you fuck up and say that you don't have any resources for this event, that event, I think that's a skill issue. Because they have given us the calendar, you could have planned, you chose not to plan. Okay, there's no way to sugarcoat this, guys. This is fantastic, I absolutely love it. And we're getting something new as well here, the Chaku treasure hunt, which they talked about a little bit here. Oh, by the way, we also got this Ember track. Now, when you clear hard, you can clear all the mini ones, and then you just have to fight the boss. Fucking perfect. Then we have this, where once you hit 1000, you can just quit and be like, that's it, I'm done. Phantom Theater is finished. Everyone now can actually do it. Look at that. Quick settlement. Love it. Love it. And then we're gonna get this as well. Infinity Train is also improved a little bit. Now you can just hit auto and just auto select and you'll just choose the cards. If your account is strong enough, you'll just clear it anyway, doesn't fucking matter. And what else? They also, there's the treasure hunting they talked about. I don't know where it is. Oh, there's also this thing, the folders. I'll talk about that later, okay? But this is actually what I'm really keen about. Look at this. Look at this. I like that now we can see her total stat line, what she looks like, without us clicking the module and then put into the gear set so that it auto calculates everything. Now we can just see, alright, so this is my speed, this is my stat line, blah blah blah. And if you really want to see how I allocated my stats, you have a second tab and you can see all of that shit. Fucking great, I love it. This is what I'm talking about. Mini optimizations as the game progresses. Not one shot, slam it all into our face, and then there's nothing else to really look forward to. This, I love this. I absolutely love this. Okay? It's perfect. Let me see if I can find that. I can't find the treasure hunting, but that's not important. That's just a new stage for you to get more resources. But we are also getting the EWS again. And this is going to be happening in February. Everyone can register, then you can go and play in the regional qualifiers, and then the top 8 will go to Shanghai and play there, right? It did say here somewhere. The top 16 from global and then the top 16 from Asia, they'll go to Shanghai and fight it out. I'm really hoping I can cast this. I am more keen on casting than actually playing this. I'm not gonna lie to you because I just like casting because it helps me, it helps the game. Really, if the casting is great, people can also enjoy the games better, right? And I'm more for that, all right? So, I like this part here, and $50,000 cash prize, very nice, and the winner gets to choose and design the next animus outfit. I love it. This is a copy pasta from E7. This is also what E7 did, and I like it. Okay, but that is this Hypertalk. This Hypertalk is just full of W's. If you're hating, you're just a hater, guys. You are just a hater if you're hating. You cannot say anything bad about this. This is fantastic, especially this one here. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It should be somewhere here. There, here. This is, oh, I looked at this. I was like, my God, this looks so good. This looks so good because we know what's happening and there's no way you can miss anything because they told you this is coming and they have to adhere to it. If not, you can always hold them accountable, and I'm pretty sure they will do this right. This is what I call a roadmap / event calendar done right, okay? Because let's be real here, this is also a roadmap of what's coming and stuff like that, okay? But that is my thoughts. I think this Hypertalk was jam-packed with news and events, and then the next week we are going to have RTA to be over. We're going to get all of our goodies. We are going to also get new units, and then we are going to get a balance patch, and then we're going to get the patch notes. This is a hectic season, guys. Hectic season. I love it. Lots of content to cover. I'm glad I'm covering Etheria Restart. I'm glad I stuck through this. I love it. Okay, but guys, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, because I am going to be making this video on Lowen soon, and I just think that she's great. She is fantastic. Just how mummy she is. Oh my God, I'm sorry, I'm gooning a little bit, but look at this. Wow. Wow. Anyway, I better stop drooling. But guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to my opinions. Let me know in the comments what you thought about this Hypertalk. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one.